Welcome in, guys, to AFK Journey. This is Dragon, and today we are going to do a top things that I have learned from playing the beta and alpha versions of the game for free-to-play players to have the best day-to-day progress on your account. Some things to do, some things not to do, and just some overall good tips to just push you forward on and get the most content unlocked and the most out of your day-to-day grind while still being respective from your time. So let's go ahead and dive right in. We are going to do the most simplistic breakdown for this, so that way anyone and everyone can understand it. The first thing that we see on AFK Journey is going to be your story progress. The ability to progress through the story and do missions that allow you to unlock new areas that give new events. They have treasures, they have monsters and challenges. You have certain things on the map that allow you to do like co-op. I believe I've beaten them for the day, so I can't really show those because they are gone. But you have different monsters and stuff. There's one that's right here that you can do like co-op with 2 other players to beat them to get like gear and loot once a day. You have different enemies that spawn on the map that have different like tactic drills. They teach you different aspects of the game and everything like that. So the first thing for any new player, and we're going to go kind of in order that I feel is the most important. The first thing is going to be story progression. Story progression allows you to get obviously more of the map and more of the utilities and stuff unlocked throughout the game. Once you progress in the story, you're going to obviously unlock different heroes and everything like that. So within the heroes, you have the Resonance Hall. Inside of your Resonating Hall is where you will level up your heroes, equip the gear, and level up the artifacts. Within here, you want to pick your 5 best heroes or the 5 that you are using on your team and level them up. I would say keep them within some kind of synergy level. Like, don't go way off on one or way off on the other. You want to keep them all around the same level in regards to the tier that you're in. Like, for example, if you have level 20 and you push someone all the way to like level 39, it's not worth it. Or within a 10 level difference, it's not worth pushing them all the way up. It's better to get everyone up to the same tier, because once you do, within those tiers, you unlock little different unlocks and stuff like that once you get higher level and higher tier rating as well. So they'll get higher skill levels and stuff like that by actually enhancing them up through their levels every 10 levels. So 51, 61, 71, stuff like that, so on and so forth. They'll get different unlocks and everything that just make their kits more full before you get to the end game. So the first thing is we want to knock out as much story as possible, obviously, to get as far and enough currency and stuff to do our summons and unlock as many heroes as we want and or need during the time. In this game, I truly don't feel like there's any reason to just hold on to gems. My reasoning behind that is that progression in games like this is much more rewarding than just getting one really good character, because in here we have a lot of lower tier characters, or if you want to say A tier characters and stuff like that, that are actually very valuable in the end game. So you're not needing to wait for just the SSR heroes and the S rank heroes and stuff like that in here. You can utilize a lot of what you have. Some of the free characters that everyone will get on their account is going to be Cecia. And a really good healer right here is Smokey and Mirky. This one right here is a very good healer for early game and also late game as well. He just kind of glides right into it. Okay, so up next, let's talk about the AFK progress. So this right here is where you get your daily rewards or AFK rewards, whatever you want to call them, whenever you're offline and or playing. This accumulates all the different resources that you will need to level up your characters and do other certain things within the game as well, which we'll get to later. So once you progress in the story, you always want to have this kind of up as high as possible that you can beat as your power level allows you to. So here, if we take a look at it, This one is actually like a special event that we've gotten at, or like an event style one. It's asking me to have a power level of 23,000. Currently, we have a power level of 29,000. So theoretically, we should be able to beat it. We may need to move some characters around. We may need to like switch some characters out and stuff like that. But this is the team that I've been using right now. So we'll just go ahead and take a look to see if they can just do this. My strategy behind teams early game is one tank, one like warrior that's kind of acts as like an off tank. They usually, a lot of these warriors, they have really good ultimates that allow for like some kind of crowd control or moving around or help shielding themselves or invulnerability, stuff like that. So they're basically an off tank whenever it comes to that. Now you always want to have you a support / healer. Cece is very powerful, so I feel like she's just, good to use on every single team, especially because her ult actually summons Mr. Carlisle, which is basically another tank on the board that does AoE damage, and he gains max HP 45%, but loses it over time. So pretty cool champion right here. And then we kind of have a flex spot. I did get lucky and end up pulling Vala. So, or not lucky, I went to pity on the summon, but whatever. We did end up pulling Vala, which in regard, we'll talk about the summons later. But this spot right here, I feel is a open flex spot. You can use obviously like a mage or another warrior DPS or even a second tank that allows you to beat a lot of these levels. So let's just go ahead and dive in and let's see what this team is doing right here. What changes we need to make, if any. We were 6,000 power over the minimum requirement on it, so I'm assuming that we'll probably clear this pretty easily. Okay, yeah, that was super easy, but anyways, you want to progress in this AFK. As you can see here, it did increase all the rewards up some. This one right here increased our magical manual. These are like the experience points. It went from 32,000 to 32,025 to 32,346. So a little bit of extra resources per hour, which is always great because this is where you're going to get most of your resources once you run out of missions and stuff to do to level up your account and level up your characters. What's really cool on this is once you beat level 10, you unlock the ability to do auto battle, and auto battle is exactly what it says. Is you click this and the same team setup will continuously go until it loses. So a really great kind of truly AFK experience is if you want to build up your characters, like overpower them past the stage that you're on this, and then boom, for like 20 minutes or 5-10 minutes or whatever it takes, you put that on auto, let them run through it, and they'll get up to the stage before they lose, and you'll unlock all those resources. What's really cool with this is you have a path where every single one of these was a resource unlock or a treasure that you've unlocked throughout this entire thing. So we've unlocked 110 different treasures. Complete 2 more stages, or maybe less than that. Complete 2 more stages to gain 120 of the dust. So this is your AFK story first, AFK right alongside it. Those two are hand in hand. You want to do both of those as much as you can, all the way together. Before we jump into the battle modes and stuff like that, most people like to know about the summons. We will go ahead and check on the summons right now. But first, let's look at the Emporium. I feel like it is kind of passed over. This right here is going to be all of your different currency and stuff that you accumulate through the game. The arena shop, your guild store, the dream store, the friendship store, and the recruitment. So every time you recruit, you gain these little tickets right here. The dolly tickets is obtained through recruitment. Upon all hero recruitment, you receive 5 dolly tickets. With each epic recruitment, you receive 10 dolly tickets. And with each stargaze, you get 15. So this is just like a free give back resource that you get, and it allows you to buy any of these kind of materials. These right here allow you to get an S rank. So you need 60 of those for an S rank. This right here for an A rank. These are going to be the epic invites. So they have a lower pity to get the S tier characters. And these are going to be your regular invite letters. In the guild store, very, very important. Get into a guild as fast as possible. Find you an active one. Get into it, because this is where you get the higher tier Hypogen characters. later on, and once you start accumulating those resources, as you can see in one day or one, I believe it's every week this is refreshed. So we'll say every month and a half, if there's no guild events that just give extra, you're just passively getting one of these characters right here. So every month and a half, you're passively getting this, probably a lot faster because there will be guild events and stuff that give you guild currency as well. In the arena store, same thing. You get this currency whenever you play arena. It allows you to get some of these characters. Some notable characters to look at in here, just so you guys know, is going to be Granny. She is absolutely cracked as a tank. Of course, more copies of Cecia. Very good character. Early game, late game, everything. Very good character. Brutus, also a very good warrior as well. Pretty much all these characters are really good. In order, what I would suggest, if you don't have a tank, like a main tank, go for Granny. If you don't have a main healer, go for Haywin. She has a complete AoE heal. A lot of the other characters, they do have AoE heals, but they don't reach the entire map. She does, and it's a hot, so it's a healing over time. This dude is ridiculous, man. We'll make a video on him he's one of the most ridiculous characters in the game, I believe. I truly believe if there's some way to, like, I'll figure it out. We'll talk about him later. In the Dream Store, we get a lot of the lower tier champions and stuff like that. Like, which I said, a lot of these characters are still very, very good. Right now, I'm using Corrin. He has a really good ult, in my opinion, that allows for some good sustainability in CC. Friendship Shop, I think, is just cosmetics and everything to get the clothes, along with using your gold that you accumulate over time as well. You can get some cosmetics and everything. Some pretty cool ones in here. Yeah, some pretty cool ones. I don't know if you can try them on. No, it doesn't let me view it. But yeah, some pretty cool items in there. Same thing. All right, now on to the summon. Let's talk about summons. What are we doing here? Are we summoning on this banner, or are we doing all recruitment? Are we saving for later banners, or what are we doing in here? In my honest opinion, I pulled on this. As you can see, I got one copy of her, so I did 40 summons on here and pulled through that. It was something that I wanted to do just to see what the the difference was between going on this account and going on the other one on the other. I will tell you that on the other account, which is not a main account, it was just a test account, I did end up getting one extra S rank character. I did not get Vala, but I got one more S rank character that I didn't have by going through here. Now, I did get lucky because the pity is larger here, but it costs less resources in terms of diamonds to pull on here versus here. This one is 3,000 for 10 pull, and this one is, I believe, like a little bit less than that. I think it's like 2,400 or 2,500, like right around there for a 10 pull on it. So in my opinion, truthfully, I would say all of your diamonds should go into the all recruitment. And then also in the Emporium, you get these. Let's grab this free one right here. We got free 30. Oh, another free 30. Okay. Oh, we're not spending on that bad boy. No, sir. So, okay, you get these right here, monthly refreshes. You can buy some of these tickets. Worth it, definitely, with the diamonds, obviously. And then you can buy these right here, the daily refreshes. This is 30% off, so we can grab one of those. Boom. We get that right there, and it gives us a discount on there. So it's 30% off on that. I think everything just refreshed, but we will go ahead and take a look in here as it is. So yeah, to get the 10 pull, we need 1890. Okay. Let me just check real quick to see, because we got some mail, the arena rewards and stuff. Nice. So we got some arena rewards. I did all of the arena. I think I won them all, but I was just challenging like the weaker ones and stuff like that. So pretty interesting. Here, let's jump into like the extra game modes and everything. So Dream Realm is the first one you're going to unlock. This one is kind of like a daily, you just see how much damage you can do to the boss. It gives you some like some suggestions on which characters and stuff are good on this arena. So usually go with what you have is usually telling you what the best ones are. What we'll do is we'll make separate videos for like a tier list for all of the Dream Realm people, tier lists for other game modes and stuff like that as well, and kind of experiment and try out those things. Sometimes this is always just like the basis of it, like use this and you'll be able to do okay, but I'm sure there's a better setup. So here you get rewards just for competing in there. I believe you get the daily rewards like we did in Arena as well. So this one right here, we can go ahead and dive in, and we'll just do the first one with the team that we have out here. Usually you want to have, you know, one tank, some DPS, because it's just a DPS race to see how much DPS you can get on the board. I've experimented with a healer and without a healer. I've always felt that having the healer makes it last a little bit longer. If anyone else disagrees with that, please explain to me why, what your reasoning is behind it. But I feel like that kind of setup has worked for me so far. You know, we're not going to do another melee. What we are going to do is throw in another ranger to just have a kind of big backline on this. And this one is just a percentage. It just shows you how much percent you've done to the boss and what your score is over here and overall. So the last one, I think we got to around like 85 to 86% or something around that. I think that was our final score on that, which on day one. This seems to be day 2 or day 3 or something via the servers of these refreshes. So let's go ahead and see like where we get at. If we get around like 86, 87%, we'll be happy with that. If we get any higher, then great. We're doing good on time though. Yeah, okay, we've already broken the record of what we got on the last one. We're doing good, 30 seconds left. We might be able to just straight up beat this. And what's cool is when you beat these bosses, if you see right here, this badge next to his icon, this is a tier 1. If we do end up beating him within this 12 seconds right here, it will unlock the tier 2 version of him, which will give us all the rewards from the first one. No, so we're at 97%. Little bit more to go on this one, and then we'll have that one knocked out. It's just a tad bit more. So right now we got rank 13 with that first attack. But man, look at all these stage rewards that we got. Yeah, look at all these stage rewards that we got for just doing that. And what's cool is we get a little, nope, not right here. Let's go back. Boom. I'm trying to find where it is. Ah, here we go. Sorry. So right here, it shows you the ranking rewards of what you get for staying within that ranking or completing that ranking for the day. So the very last thing that I just wanted to talk about on here, obviously you want to do your arena as much as possible whenever you unlock this. And check out Honor Duel. It's one of the coolest things. I don't know where we're at. Okay, so I ended up getting to rank 1 on my server in Honor Duel. And I know if y'all watched the video on this, I told you guys I was going to go hard on this setting. So we ended up getting to rank 1. And it does allow you to refresh some of your uses for the day up here. You can refresh 10 times. Yesterday, or like the first, I guess, attempt at this, I only refreshed it twice, which you can see those 2 refreshes are still sitting there. So I wasn't able to use those, but we have these 2 plus another 10. I do plan on doing a dedicated video to this because I think I have a very deep understanding on how to utilize the format that you're given and a couple team synergies that just work out very well. Anyways, guys, thank y'all so much for stopping by. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If y'all gained any information from it, please hit that like button and subscribe. We will be doing every day or every other day content on AFK Journey on this channel. So please stop by if you haven't. Join the family. I'm so glad to have you guys here. And I hope you the best of luck on your summons. And I'll see y'all in the next video.